awaiting the official call.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
The shot by Butler, nobody around. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And here's Edwards, following the three from Tracy McGrady. Pass to Garnett. And Garnett with the slam.
And how about the power there from KG? He can fly with the best of them.
And Hill throws it down.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Here's Howard. Nice move. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Hardaway.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Edwards. 6 to shoot. And he drives in. Hill pulls it in.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And Hardaway gets it to go.
Well, he's an explosive athlete with tremendous positional size. Hardaway has no issue mixing it up inside.
Edwards, that's good.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. Orlando trailing here. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Paolo Banchero is not skipping steps. Magic superstar says it's not anything in life, it's a process. Having that perspective just makes you want to work every day because this is the best league in the world. If you become impatient, you're going to drive yourself crazy. It's a cliche, Kevin, but you just keep pounding away. Back to you.
Well said, David. Dedication to the craft. EA thanks. Pass to Butler. Out to Edwards. Love outside. Back to Edwards. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Pass to Hill. A three-pointer off the mark. Minnesota in the lead. Here's Butler. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
An assertive penetrator. Love watching Butler use that athleticism to drive and finish inside.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
The Magic shooting their first free throw of the game. Pass to Edwards. Garnett left side. And here's Love from the arc. Orlando grabs the miss.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there. And the defensive prowess of Howard is simply phenomenal. Not only a shot-blocking master, but his mere presence alone makes shooters incredibly nervous.
Here's Cassell. It's stolen by Hill. And here we go with the Magic fast break. Howard, good.
And the strength of Howard is tremendous, which makes him hard to stop when he catches it that low.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Basket, good. Edwards got 5 points so far.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
There will be some letdown at some point, but these teams, they are built to score, so.
Here's Banchero.
And what a strong finish from Banchero. His guys love when he throws it down.
Here's Cassell. Left side, Butler. Got it up. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Orlando out in front. They lead by 3. And the second quarter about. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Orlando.
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
Look at Edwards slotting home the 3.
And you have to stay up on Edwards out there, which is dangerous because he's so good at going right around.
And there's the call on Howard. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Minnesota with the ball. Here's Ryder. Pass to Edwards. Oh, Edwards!
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Howard with it. Screen by Howard. Here's Banchero. And he drops it in from the low post.
Oh, the defense puts contact on Banchero inside, but he just bullies right through it.
Pass to Sprewell. Pulls from the top of the key. He gets it in there. Sprewell's got his first points of the game.
He'll be asking for some lottery numbers later if he keeps knocking down shots like that.
Howard can't hit. It's a close game here in Minnesota. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Connects from three-point range. Edwards got 8 points here in this quarter.
And that corner pocket triple, terrific shot by Edwards from deep.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Garnett with the block. And he gets it back. Orlando moving the ball.
Oh, nice finish.
One of the most ferocious dunkers we've ever seen. Shaq capable of bringing down the entire basket. Yeah, good job to take it right at the knee.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
So far, they've shown a terrific work ethic in transition, pushing the pace whenever possible and getting out ahead of the defense to score.
He hits the second from the line.
And that passion that Garnett plays with is really infectious. He's always talking and trying to get himself and his guys going.
Turkoglu outside. Looks for O'Neal, gets it to him. Anderson outside. Pass to Turkoglu. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's McGrady, and it's blocked right out of the air and controls it. Butler from outside. Good, it's Garnett with the assist that time. Butler's got the lead up to 7 now for Minnesota. Here's McGrady inside. Turkoglu outside to the left wing. Here's Shaq, and the dunk by O'Neal.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Pass to Ryder, outside Butler. Here's Towns, defended by Turkoglu. Garnett outside. Off target from outside.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
Here's Anderson. Shaq with it. Guarded by Garnett. Back to Shaq. And finished off by O'Neal.
And if you try to block his shot, you risk getting posterized because he is good at using that height to his advantage.
Here's Wiggins. To the inside. Kicks it out to Garnett. It's blocked by Shaq.
And the aggressiveness on display here from O'Neal. Terrific at turning shots away with that size and length.
Anderson outside. Looks for O'Neal. Gets it to him. Kevin Garnett with the steal. Pass to Ryder. Now Towns. Garnett left side. And they double up Garnett. The kick out to Towns. A three-pointer. Wiggins. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3. To the paint. O'Neal no good.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
It's good.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Here's Ryder. On the wing, Wiggins. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. From deep three-point territory. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance, making a difference from long range in this one. And don't go away. We'll be right back. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And the Timberwolves with possession here. 4-point game. Down low. And the dunk by Towns.
And forget those threes, Cat. Get the easy ones.
Here's Hill. And Hill throws it down.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Love outside. Launches a 3. Hits the three-point bomb. And the Timberwolves lead by 7.
Defense simply can't allow Love to find these looks. He won't think twice about letting it fly at the arc.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And they need more where that came from. They're not out of this hole yet.
Beyond the arc. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Here's McGrady. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And McGrady has an impressive vertical there, showing once again with how well he dunks the basketball.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
Banchero with the screen. Hardaway with it. Guarded now by Kevin Love. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Timberwolves leading by 3. For 3, Edwards. Dwight Howard grabs the board. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. To the middle. Here's Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
And how about Banchero showing some passion there, going in hard and finishing right at the rim.
And the call will be against Kevin Garnett. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
And Orlando making a change here. How about this run, Craig, they're on right now? Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing, really keeping things simple.
And so Edwards will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They lead by 1. To the inside. The kick outside to Butler. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. They could retake the lead after trailing for a while.
Nice work to hang around and just give yourself a chance. Put yourself in position. And this is where Howard can be dominant. In close, his physical advantages then can take over.
And here's Edwards. He's got 13. Here's Love. Pulls up. High post. He squares up and sinks it. Edwards got 15 points.
It's simple, guys. Keep getting Edwards the ball and just let it.
McGrady on the 3 off target. Minnesota in the lead. Pass to Buck. Love outside. Wants to get it to Edwards and does.
And he can take off from anywhere at any time. Edwards always a threat.
Here's Hardaway. The rebound by Garnett. Timberwolves leading by 3. Wiggins drives in. Lays it up off the glass. He's got 7.
Slicing his way to a shot. Wiggins can be so crafty inside.
Pass to Banchero. Back to McGrady. And he jams it with authority.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot, but when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it.
And Wiggins throws it down hard.
Putting something extra on it. Wiggins showing off what he can do.
Here's Banchero. And he gets it to go. And it's 13 points for Howard.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota. .26 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Cassell. Minnesota calls timeout.
Started.
15 seconds left here in the third quarter. Down low. 5 to shoot. Back to Towns. Shoots over Shaq. Towns, no luck.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Timberwolves lead by 3. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. The Magic trailed by 3. A kick out to O'Neal. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Pass to Shaq. Outside Hardaway to tie it up. Clock at 4. Garnett with the block. And Love has it in the corner. Good, it's Garnett with the assist that time. And the Timberwolves lead by 5. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers with the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
They've been just suffocating on defense the whole game. Look at their shot blocking. The opposition doesn't have any room to breathe.
The free throw off from O'Neal.
Over 7 feet, big, quick, great hands. Shaq is a one-of-one type of player. Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. It's a 5-point game. Back to Towns. Timberwolves passing it around. 18 feet out. Edwards, good. Edwards got the lead up to 7 now for Minnesota.
A good read by Edwards, playing at his pace and carving out space for that shot.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. Teams changing it up here. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, during the break, I listened in on what the head coach for the Magic was saying to his team. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said, we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Thank you, David. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. No good on the shot. Great D that time from Howard. Inside. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Butler from outside. And the rebound goes to Howard. The Magic trailed by 5. McGrady outside. Now Howard. McGrady up top. Over Wiggins. A shot by McGrady, no good. Pass to Garnett. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. 8 points for Kevin Garnett.
And when Garnett gets it that deep, the D is at his mercy. How about the extension when he's able to get up on that low block?
And Howard has it in the corner. Misses the 3.
you know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. They've got to have better shot selection.
Pass to Love. And here's Garnett. Kicks it out to Love. Knocks down the three ball.
This demonstrates how confident Kevin Love is. He knows how dangerous he can be off the catch.
Hardaway for three. Drops in the tray. Hardaway has got 9 points here in the second half.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And how about the athleticism from Edwards rocketing off the drive there for the slam.
We've got 1:08 left to play here in the fourth. Kicks it out to Love. That three off the mark. It's going to take something special for him to make a comeback here.
And the question, Kevin, is do they have the time to do it and the patience? You'd have to say it's a long shot. Used to these big moments from his college days. Banchero's heartbeat should stay low here.
And now we've got the intentional foul. 44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now here's Garnett. It's a pick by Love. Garnett goes in. And ooh, he just jams it right over Dwight Howard. Oh my goodness.
And how about that powerhouse move by KG, charging inside and finishing with authority. Stepping up in the clutch. Banchero coming up and delivering the goods for his team.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
He knows how important it is converting at the line and building up this lead.
And he commits the intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. They're behind by 8. Guys, your thoughts?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
With timeouts, it's use them or lose them, so why not go down fighting?
20 seconds left to play in the final quarter. From deep three-point land, here's McGrady. It falls! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. Shaq with the screen. A shot by McGrady, no good. And so they choose to intentionally foul. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
Taking 2 shots.
And he ends up missing both free throws. Here's McGrady. And so the Timberwolves take the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.